I'd like to introduce our Phase 2 clinical trial conducted in Japan, which evaluates the effectiveness of dietary MAF on rejuvenation and longevity. I'll walk you through the key findings from this important study. Here is the study design. The primary objective of this Phase 2 trial was to evaluate the effectiveness of dietary MF on rejuvenation and longevity. The secondary objectives included measuring telomere length, conducting DNA methylation analysis, including TERT, and analyzing age-related gene expression profiles. The study population consisted of healthy adult men and women over the age of 40. Exclusion criteria included pregnant women, cancer patients, individuals with severe diseases, and those with severe allergies. Here is the study protocol. Participants took 2 capsules of MAF triple per day on an empty stomach, and blood samples were collected at 0, 3, and 6 months. DNA was extracted from peripheral blood, and telomere length was measured using PCR. A total of 203 participants were enrolled as of December 23, 2022. Of these, 139 were female and 64 were male. The age distribution included participants in their 40s, 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, and even one participant in their 90s. DNA methylation analysis and age-related gene expression profiling are also being conducted as part of this study. This figure shows telomere length at 3 and 6 months. A total of 161 participants completed all measurements. As you can see, telomere length increased steadily over time. Compared with the baseline at 0 months, telomere length increased by an average of 12% at 3 months and 23% at 6 months. These changes are highly significant, with p-values below 0.01. The t-test with equal variance assumptions also confirmed significant differences across all comparisons, again with p-values less than 0.01. This figure shows the gender differences in telomere length between women and men. As expected, women tend to have slightly longer telomeres than men, by about 5%. And as you can see, telomere length increased in both women and men at 3 and 6 months after taking MAF triple. Telomere extension was observed in both genders equally. This figure shows the effects of MF on plasma A-klotho levels in humans. As you can see, plasma A-klotho levels increased by about 20% at both 3 and 6 months after taking MAF triple. This figure shows the changes in telomere length and biological age over time. From the 161 participants who completed telomere measurements, we selected 30 men and 30 women who showed the highest levels of telomere extension for further analysis. This figure shows telomere length at 0 and 6 months. As you can see, telomere length increased dramatically over time. Compared with the baseline at 0 months, telomere length increased by an average of 57% after 6 months. This figure shows biological age at 0 and 6 months. As you can see, biological age decreased clearly over the 6-month period. Since the intake period for MAF triple in this study was only 6 months, I believe this downward trend may continue with longer use. In other words, continued MAF triple supplementation has the potential to further reduce our biological age, helping us stay younger for longer. Here is a summary of our findings. In mice, dietary MAF increased telomere length and upregulated telomerase, both TERT and TERK. It also increased A-klotho levels in the plasma, brain, and kidneys. In humans, dietary MAF increased telomere length by an average of 12% at 3 months and 23% at 6 months among 161 participants. It also increased plasma A-klotho levels by about 20% at both 3 and 6 months. Furthermore, in the 60 participants who showed the greatest telomere extension, dietary MAF reduced biological age by an average of 1.35 years.